Hello everyone, it's your girl Natalie Filion. I know that you guys miss me so much, so I am back to have a nice girl talk with you guys and to give you guys 5 tips on how I made it through college and graduated college while working full-time and managing my money. Here are my 5 tips and strategies. Okay, guys, so tip number 1, make your work your priority. So my college years, I always made sure to make my work my priority. I never missed a class, I never missed a lecture, and I never missed a paper. I also made sure that I passed all of my assignments. So I never did an assignment where I didn't know I was going to pass. I always made sure my assignments were 100% good, because you can do your assignments, and if you don't pass your assignments, you don't pass the class, you don't get that credit, you won't move up the level to become a graduate. So always make sure your work is up to par and is work that's going to get you that 100%. So make your work your priority always. Okay, so tip number 2, always buy yourself what you want. So when I was in college, all throughout my years, I always made sure I got what I wanted, whether it was clothes or whether it was room amenities or whether it was material, because you always want to make sure you have yourself at an advanced level and you're always comfortable and you're always prepped and ready to get the college year started so you can be successful. Always buy yourself what you want, because let me tell you how stressful college gets. If you're in a simplest situation, it will make you cry, because the levels are so high that it creates like this artificial anxiety. So something as simple as you have a blanket and your blanket is not fluffy anymore, you will cry. Something as simple as, oh, you wanted chicken noodle soup, you make the chicken noodle soup, but the chicken noodle soup doesn't taste how you wanted it to taste, you will cry. So always make sure you buy yourself what you want, the finest things, and that will get you ready to be a graduate in college. Okay, so tip number 3, make sure you have your parents' support. So my mom is a single mom, and I always had my mom's support. Not only make sure you have your mom's support or your parents' support, make sure you accept your parents' support, because sometimes you're really busy and it's super hard to reach out because college hours are so long and so fast that you might forget to text mom or check in with mom. So always make sure you check in with your mom, your parents, because that will give you that support that you need. You need a lot of support in college. You need financial support, you need mental support, you need verbal support, because you have to be able to talk your feelings. You know, there's a lot of things that may trigger you. So make sure you always have your parents' support and you accept your parents' support and reach out to your parents or to your mom for that love and that, or maybe that hug, or maybe that visit, or maybe that care package, because you're going to need it super bad. Okay, so tip number 4. If you are working full time while in college, never miss work, never miss your job. Always make sure you go to your job, because once you miss work, that means you missed hours and your paycheck will be lower. You always want to make sure you get all your hours in so that paycheck could be nice and fat and exactly how you imagined it, because you always want to make sure you have money. Saving a large amount of money is very hard and typically impossible. So my strategy is, of course, never deny anything. If you want food, if you whatever you want, buy it, but always make sure you make certain cuts. So if one product is $10 in a store and then the same product in another store is $20, take the $10 one, because that means you'll have more money in your budget to use for tomorrow. You always want to make sure you have money for tomorrow. Like I said, saving a large amount of money is nearly impossible because you always have to buy things for yourself, you know, hygiene, clothes, food, for your house, for your room, presents, holidays. But always make sure you make these budget cuts to make sure you have money for tomorrow, because you never want to be in a situation where you do not have money in your pockets, because that's where the stress starts. So yeah, that's tip number 4. Tip number 5, always maintain your beauty, your body, and your weight. So I always had this dream to be a supermodel, and the supermodel size is a size small. And I have finally reached a size small. I am a size small in tops, and I am a European 24, which is like the perfect size. And because it makes you feel very good. It makes you feel very good, confident. When you see yourself, when you're beautiful, it makes college all the worthwhile. All your work is finished, and now you get to enjoy your beauty and life and your career. So never fall off. Always make sure you maintain your beauty. Always check in with your doctors. Anytime I feel sick or anytime I feel like my body is thrown off, I make sure I go to the doctors, get my tests, get my treatments. Never fall off with your body, your hygiene, and your beauty. Always maintain. Okay, guys, so yeah, those were my 5 tips. I hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Enjoy your weekend. Natalie Filion loves you so much. Bye.